Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor with Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you another roadside chat from Wayne, New Jersey. That's in Passaic County. Great class. We've been teaching advanced search and seizure, advanced traffic stops, bulletproof report writing, duty to intervene, and real-world de-escalation. We've also had a lot of New York cops here too, so it's just a great class. East Coast cops are great. It's just great, right? I can't say enough good things. So what I want to do is I want to answer a question from an officer in Idaho. And what's going on here, I got my little iPad here. I'm kind of going to read the facts, but basically what happened here is the officer saw a vehicle that was trying to evade him, not fleeing or anything like that, but just being evasive, pulling into a parking lot, trying to get away from the guy. And look, of course, that's going to pique your interest. So the officer noticed that it was a female driver and ran the license plate. The female registered owner had a expired license. So the cop then pulled over the car just off of that expired license issue and walked up to the car and then immediately realized that it's not the same female. I don't know how he knew that. I did not know that, but that's just what's kind of going on. All right. So the passenger also did not have a seatbelt on. So what we have now is the initial stop. Is that lawful? And now we have the passenger. And the officer asked for the driver's ID, which was provided. Okay, so let's kind of go through this. So the first question, is this a lawful stop? And the answer is yes. The U.S. Supreme Court, in a case called Kansas versus Glover, 2020, it's a very recent case, held that if you run a plate and it comes and the RO has a warrant, has a no license, revoked license, or suspended license, then it's reasonable to infer that the driver is your RO. And Glover was trying to say, hey, it's actually unreasonable to think that because, if I have a revoked license, I'm not supposed to drive. Well, the Supreme Court is not stupid. They know that the recidivism rate for people driving their car with a bad license is very high. In fact, it's like 70%. So there's a 70% chance that Glover is driving his own car with a bad license. So give me a break, right? We're not stupid. If people with no licenses didn't drive their cars, there'd be a lot less, arrests and tickets for that stuff. They're very, very common tickets and arrests for officers. Okay, so that's the first thing. So the stop is good. Now I do want to say that the court said that if you don't have any conflicting information, I mean, obviously, if the plate comes back to a male and a female's driving and there's nobody else in the car, you can't stop the car. No way, right? No way. If there's a male passenger in the car and that's the RO is a male passenger with a bad license, well, actually, then you couldn't stop the person anyway because the license, they're not driving. If the RO has a warrant and you have, you think that could be your person, then I think you're in the same boat as the original case. That's how I feel about it. The next thing I want to talk to you about is when we go up to the car and we see that the driver is not our RO, or the RO is not in the car with a warrant and so forth. Well, at that point, your reasonable suspicion has been dispelled. You're done, right? You're done. So Anthony, can I still demand their license? I don't think you can. They have not done anything wrong. You've pulled them over for some suspicion, right? They're not it. The reasonable suspicion has been eliminated. Now, do I think you can ask the person for their license? I think you can ask the person for their license. Do they have to give it? I do not think they have to give it. I think you're making bad case law by doubling down on this, and the person says, look, you pulled me over because you thought I was somebody else. I'm not that person. I'm lawfully driving this vehicle. I just want to go on my way. I'm late for work or whatever. I think that you are making bad case law by saying, look, if you don't give me your license, I'm going to arrest you, right? And we go from there. I don't think you have that authority. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am on this issue. Can you ask for it? Yes. Now, if the person says, you say, hey, before I let you know, you're free to go. You're not the person I was looking for. I appreciate your cooperation. Can I see your license before you go? And they say something like, I don't have it. I don't have one. It's expired. That is a crime committed in your presence. Well, as far as I don't have it with me, well, I think they're supposed to have it with you. Depends on what your state law says. I could be wrong, depending on the state. But they're supposed to, at least in my old state, where I worked as a cop, they had to surrender it upon demand for a lawful traffic stop. So there you go. As far as the passenger, look, the passenger doesn't have a seatbelt on. You're going to write him a ticket. You demand ID from them. But again, his seatbelt violation does not mean that the driver's committing any offense in most states. All right, does that help? Hopefully I moved the ball forward. Guys, thank you so much. Again, we are back on the road. We're, out there. Please come to a live training. You want to get the good stuff, right? These roadside chats hopefully help. But if you want to get the good stuff and really become a master with search and seizure, you got to attend the full day classes, right? So also, if you want to host one of our training, you want to host us, you want to bring the Blue to Gold team into your agency, let us know. Email training@bluetogold.com, training@bluetogold.com, and ask for information, and we'll hook you up, and we'll show you how easy it is to get our training to your place, no money out of pocket type deal. All right? So stay safe, and until next time, keep your questions coming. All right.
When it comes to legal training, we're the gold standard. Visit bluetogold.com or call 888-579-7796 today to purchase the Search and Seizure Survival Guide, register for a class, or learn how to bring our search and seizure training to your agency.